Martial arts are a staple in most, if not all, fighting media. Martial arts started as a tradition in Japan, but it became popular and mainstream by people like Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan. This form of fighting is seen in so many medias that it's no surprise that the best fighters in fiction use martial arts. Some examples of martial arts mastery are Garou, the master of Garou Bujitsu. On the other side of martial arts, we have Might Guy, a master of Taijutsu. Martial arts have so many different styles that it's no surprise that two characters can both be masters of martial arts, but have completely different fighting styles. Hello everyone, Dusty here. Welcome to the 20th episode of my power scaling series. And today I'll be putting some of the best martial artists in anime against each other to see who would win. Those characters are Garou from the One Punch Man franchise and Might Guy from the Naruto franchise. Both of these characters are very proficient in their respective forms of martial arts, so who would win? I will be comparing their stats, such as strength, speed, durability, IQ, experience, and their abilities to determine which character will come out of the arena with the victory. Before we get to that, I need to tell you about their backstories, starting with Garou. Garou, also known as the Hero Hunter, grew up as a socially isolated child who sympathized with monsters rather than heroes after being bullied and punished after siding with the villains in games and stories. Disillusioned by what he saw as a hypocritical society that blindly glorified heroes while ostracizing the weak, he developed a deep resentment towards authority and popular justice. Trained under the renowned martial artist Bang, Garou possessed immense talent, but his inner conflict and obsession with becoming an absolute evil led him to abandon his master. Determined to embody the ultimate monster, Garou wages war against heroes, not out of pure malice, but from a warped desire to challenge the world's moral order and prove that strength, not labels of good or evil, determines strength. Might Guy grew up as the son of Might Dai, a ninja who was widely mocked as a genin for life, a label that brought Might Guy constant ridicule and doubt from others. Despite lacking natural talents in ninjutsu and genjutsu, Guy inherited his father's unshakable belief that hard work and perseverance could rival genius. Inspired by his father's sacrifice by using the forbidden eighth gates to protect his comrades at the cost of his own life, Guy dedicated himself to extreme physical training, mastering taijutsu and forging an iron will. Through relentless effort, flamboyant confidence, and unwavering loyalty to his friends and students, Guy rose to become one of the Konoha's strongest warriors, embodying the ideal that determination and self-belief can overcome any limitation. So now that you know who these characters are, let's get to the main attraction. Like I said in the intro, I'll be comparing these characters' stats to come to the conclusion on who would win in a fight. Before we get to the first stat, their strength, I need to lay out some ground rules. First of all, I'll be giving both characters every ability and skill set they have used throughout their series. Secondly, I will only be using Garou's canon feats, so no Terra 2 or Terra 3, since those are fan-made and not canon. With that out of the way, let's get to the video by talking about their strength. Garou is an incredibly powerful character in the One Punch Man universe. Garou was able to severely damage Tank Top Master in a fight despite being weakened, fatigued, and bloody. He was also able to hold his own against post-super fight Genos, and it was also implied that he would have performed better if he was in a better condition. He also gave both Royal Ripper and Bug God noticeable injuries. These feats would give Garou large town levels of strength, although that is nowhere near his peak. In his fight against Overgrown Rover, He evolved to extreme heights to the point where his limiter started to break, and he grew to the point where Guro stated that he needed significant effort to take Garou down. Garou was also able to deal significant damage to Sage Centipede's exoskeleton and even ripped out his regeneration core. This is a multi-continental feat, although Garou has one form that exceeds this output significantly: Cosmic Garou. As Cosmic Garou, Garou instantly became a top 3 strongest characters in the entire One Punch Man franchise. Cosmic Garou is so strong that his attacks are compared to gamma ray bursts, and this form even allowed Garou to fight toe-to-toe with Saitama. In a punch clash between Saitama, the two were able to destroy multiple clusters of stars, which is a galaxy-level feat. Garou was also able to grow several times stronger after he copied Saitama's powers. So overall, this would give Garou multi-galaxy levels of strength. Might Guy is incredibly powerful in the Naruto universe. Might Guy is able to fight and block attacks from Kisame, although he was eventually overpowered. His physical strength is pretty impressive, but with the power of the 8 gates, he skyrockets in terms of physical power. With these gates, he was able to beat Kisame with ease. This was done with the 6th gate, but obviously there are 2 more levels. Might Guy is also capable of fighting Ito V2 and Jururiki. I definitely mispronounced that, I am sorry. And he is also strong enough to force Obito to dodge his attacks rather than block it. However, his most impressive feat was when he used the 8th gate to nearly kill Madara. The same Madara who can take blows and even overpower Naruto, who when releasing his chakra blew up most of the moon, as well as Madara absorbing all of the power from the Shinju tree, making him extremely powerful. So at his peak, Might Guy would reach moon to small planetary levels of power. So who's stronger? It's no surprise that Garou would take strength pretty handily. While Might Guy is not weak by any standards, and would actually be superior to weaker forms of Garou, Garou being able to fight on par with Saitama for a while in his cosmic form exceeds anything that Might Guy is even remotely capable of. So yeah, Garou takes strength with low difficulty. Now let's talk about speed. Garou is incredibly fast, even before he achieved his cosmic powers. Garou is able to completely speed blitz master fighters like Tank Top Master and hit him in multiple vital spots before he could react. Garou can also keep up with characters like Genos, Royal Ripper, Bug God, and Orochi. After his evolution, Garou was able to completely outspeed and dodge all of Orochi's attacks with little effort. This should give Garou high hypersonic levels of speed, but we can get him much faster than this. Garou, in his fight with Platinum S, he is capable of moving so fast that he created a massive constellation in 1.3 milliseconds, and he became much faster than this later on. This is an MFTL feat to potentially even MFTL plus. In his cosmic form, Garou is capable of keeping up with Saitama, who can reach MFTL plus speeds pretty easily. So overall, Garou should be scaled to having MFTL plus speeds. Might Guy is incredibly fast, as is nature of being a ninja. Might Guy has been stated to be on par with Kakashi, who is capable of reacting to lightning as well as intercepting Kisame. Might Guy is also capable of blitzing and overwhelming Kisame with the 6th gate. With the 7th gate, Might Guy was so fast that Gaara considered his movements inhuman despite previously witnessing the full speed of A, the 4th Rikage, who was also comparable to Killer B, who can reach relativistic speeds. Might Guy was also able to react to Madara's attacks and even put some pressure on him. It has also been stated that Might Guy is so fast, he is capable of bending the space around him. So Might Guy should have FTL to FTL plus speeds. So who's faster? Well, it's a lot closer than strength was, however, Garou would still take the edge with some ease. Might Guy is incredibly fast and can overwhelm high tiers in Naruto, but Garou is on a totally different level. So Garou takes speed. Now let's move on to durability. Garou is not only powerful, but he can take some massive blows. After his evolution, Garou was able to survive a point-blank blast from Rover, as well as taking a Super Alloy Double Bazooka from Super Alloy Sunshine. This is a country-level feat. Garou can also survive blows from Sage Centipede, which I've already mentioned is multi-continental. However, his best durability feat comes from his cosmic form and his battle against Saitama. Garou was able to take the full force of Saitama's Serious Punch, which is his most powerful attack. Garou was also able to tank hundreds of these Serious Punches from Saitama, and even got way more durable after his evolution from copying Saitama's abilities. So Garou, at his peak, should have multi-galaxy levels of durability. Might Guy is capable of fighting with powerful characters like Kisame and Madara. While his base levels of durability are impressive, being that they can be scaled up to country, the gates will further enhance his durability. Gates 1 to 5 aren't as impressive, but when we get to gates 6 to 8 is when it gets impressive. With the 6th gate, he can take hits from characters like Kisame and Obito. However, most impressively, with the 8th gate, he can take blows from Madara. So at his peak, with the 8th gate, he should have moon to small planetary levels of durability. Once again, Garou would take the edge in this stat, as his durability far exceeds what Might Guy has shown to be able to tank. In his cosmic form, he can take blows from Saitama, who is far stronger than even Madara by a very large margin. So while Might Guy can take powerful blows, Garou can take what Might Guy could, and with very little damage done to him. And he can take probably attacks 5 times more powerful than anything Might Guy has shown to be able to survive. So, Garou takes durability. Let's move on to the next stats, IQ and experience. Garou is an incredibly intelligent fighter over an academic genius. Garou is capable of analyzing and learning complex martial art techniques instantly after only seeing them once. He is also capable of pinpointing his opponent's weak spots and learning how to exploit them in the heat of battle. He learned to predict enemy movements just by the way their muscles move and their breathing patterns. So yeah, Garou is very obviously a combat prodigy, but how much experience does he have? Garou has been given formal training by martial art masters like Bang for a big portion of his life. And in fact, the main Garou arc spans about 7 years in verse time. So yeah, Garou is incredibly intelligent and has multiple years of combat experience. Might Guy is incredibly gifted when it comes to his combat intelligence. Might Guy has been training since he was a child, and he graduated from the Ninja Academy at the young age of 7, when the average age is around 13 to 14. He is one of the higher skilled ninjas in the entire series, and he became a Chunin at the age of 11. As for experience, I already said that he has been training since he was a child, and he has fought a wide variety of opponents in the span of his life. Might Guy has been a ninja for 38 to 39 years, and he's even given the label of veteran in the series, so he would obviously have lots of combat experience. So who takes the edge in these stats? Both of these two characters are extremely intelligent when it comes to combat, and they are also very experienced. However, I give the edge in IQ to Garou and the edge in experience to Might Guy. This is mainly due to Garou being able to quickly learn his opponent's fighting style, finding their weak spots, and being able to adapt, as well as having a lot more feats of combat intelligence than Might Guy. However, Might Guy would take experience due to him literally being a veteran and being around a lot longer than Garou has. And while they also have both fought a similar amount of opponents. So before I come to the verdict on who wins, I need to talk about their abilities. Garou has a lot of powerful abilities on his side. Without factoring in his cosmic form, Garou has some great abilities, such as superhuman characteristics like reflexes and strength, high levels of adaptive evolution, pain-driven growth mid-combat, transformations, regenerative abilities, and enhanced senses. The abilities that his cosmic form gives him are crazy. Those abilities are manipulation of cosmic forces like gravity, subatomic interactions, nuclear forces, and even electromagnetic energy. He's also been shown to have shockwave generation, radiation control, wormhole creation, attack reflection, teleportation, space manipulation, which he uses a lot to make his attacks unavoidable. He has shown multiple time manipulation techniques, power mimicry, functional immortality, meaning as long as the person who gave him his powers exists, which is the OPM god, he cannot die and aging doesn't really matter to him. Fear manipulation, cosmic awareness, and an even more powerful regenerative power. So as you can tell, Garou has a lot of abilities on his side. Might Guy's main ability is his control over the 8 gates. Gates 1 to 7 greatly increase his strength, speed, durability, stamina, and chakra output, but they don't really do much else. Gate 7 specifically grants Might Guy abilities like Daytime Tiger and gives him Kage levels of power. However, the most powerful gate, the 8th gate of Death, gives Might Guy a bigger power boost than all of the gates before, allowing him to surpass the 5 Kage with the cost and drawback that he is guaranteed to die after use. Might Guy also has some control over his chakra, and while he isn't skilled in ninjutsu, he uses his chakra abilities like his chakra to use abilities like Morning Peacock and Leaf Hurricane. So Might Guy definitely has some pretty useful abilities. So who wins? Well, at first, this battle is pretty close. Garou without his cosmic form is multi-continental with FTL speeds, and Might Guy is small planetary with FTL speeds. So yeah, this fight is pretty close until Garou taps into his cosmic form, where this fight would completely shift in Garou's favor. Cosmic Garou scales so much higher above Might Guy that the fight would literally end in a single punch. Might Guy has literally nothing in his arsenal that even gives him a chance to combat Cosmic Garou at all. While on the other hand, Garou has multiple things to throw at Might Guy. Garou can also copy the 8 gates and Guy's chakra techniques. Heck, Might Guy would probably die from Garou's cosmic radiation that he's constantly radiating off of his body before Garou even has a chance to get close to Might Guy. So yeah, while this fight might start off close, as soon as Cosmic Garou comes out, Might Guy gets instantly destroyed. If you exclude Cosmic Garou, since he technically can't even use his cosmic powers anymore, since they were revoked by the One Punch Man God, then Might Guy would actually win. But since I'm including Cosmic Garou, Might Guy gets absolutely destroyed. So the winner of this video is Garou, with no diff once he transforms into Cosmic Garou. I hope you enjoyed this video. I took a lot of time to research because I don't really know Naruto characters too well. This is also the 20th episode of my power scaling series, and I'm pretty happy I've reached it this far. Anyway, if you disagree with anything I said, make sure to put it down in the comments, and I'll make sure to read them. If you want to recommend fights, you can also comment that down below, and I'll get to them once I do. Anyways, this is Dusty, signing off. Have a wonderful day.